It's day 13. We made it about 15 miles yesterday. Nightcrawler has a nasty blister, so it was hurting him a lot to walk, so we stopped a little bit earlier than we planned. But it's only like less than 12 miles or around 12 miles to Doc Campbell's, where we're planning to stay at the hot springs this evening. So it should be a super chill cruise, no rush. The Gila is beautiful. I'd like to come back and raft or kayak or paddle this one of these days. Unfortunately, we're going the wrong direction to Aqua Place this time, but it's just a beautiful river, and I think it's gonna be a good day. Can't wait to get my ass into some hot springs. That'll feel awesome. And do some laundry. It's time. Anyway, time for coffee. Day 2, our first full day on the Gila. It's gorgeous this morning. It's a little chilly, but not too bad. We are about to cross the river. It looks like there's been a lot of flooding here. I don't know if it was recent, but there's like log pileups everywhere. But oh my gosh, it's like a Disney morning. The not annoying birds are cheeping. Holy crap, there's a whippoorwill last night. I'm a non-violent person, or I try to be anyway, but I really wanted to end its little whippoorwill life because it was like right outside the tent, whippoorwilling until the wee hours in the morning. It was awful, but this is great. I don't know what these birds are, but they could just come home with me. I have beautiful canyon views everywhere. Woof. And not too cold. Yay. About 12 miles to Docks and hot springs. Just another tough day at the office. Woo. Actually, the water's pretty cold. If you have to choose, definitely preferable to do the river crossings in the afternoon when the air is still warm, the water feels warmer. And in the morning, holy moly, it's brisk. It definitely do be brisk, but man, look at this gorgeous views. It's awesome down here. I almost just stepped on this little guy. I thought it was a stick. That's my footprint right there. You know, poor guy, I'm so sorry. It's pretty cold out here right now, so I think he just stopped. And yeah, I'm glad I didn't step on him. That would have felt horrible. And now I know, watch out for snakes. Jesus. Yeah, awesome. And if you can see that on the rock, but it's like the Blue Lagoon over there. Really pretty. Oof. This is super slow going. But, you know, it's the only time we're going to be able to see stuff like this on this trip, so it's alright. We decided to sit down and have second coffee. I just took off my shoe and sock, and this is what my foot looks like pretty much after every crossing of the water. Oh my gosh. This section is definitely brutal on your feet, as if they weren't rank enough before we got to the river. Oh well, it is slow going. A lot of the extra time is spent emptying out shoes and socks. Still got that puffy blister there, but that one's looking pretty good. Not looking nearly as crazy as yesterday. Shit. After all this time in the water, my feet almost look clean. Almost. We stopped here to have a little break. It's windy. New Mexico is fucking windy. But we found this little island to get a little break. And we're still about 8 miles from Doc Campbell's. Man, it is so slow going down here. But who cares? This is the only time this entire trail that we're going to experience this kind of environment and climate. So why not take our time? It's not like we're in a rush to get to Colorado since it's still all jacked up with snow and avalanches and stuff like that. So even though it's nice and sunny down here, it's not hot. It's a little cool still windy, but definitely better than getting drowned or buried in an avalanche. So take it. It's the burn area that Nightcrawler walked through his first time. You can see how hot this fire was. It actually jumped the river a couple of times because we've seen it on both sides of the banks for a while. It looks like maybe this is near the area where it started because it's the hottest. It's got the most white ash. It still smells like a campfire in here. It's a little crazy. Apparently, whenever this fire started or happened, they hit the inReach to report it, and I guess whoever responds to this area knew that it was burning, but because it's in such, it's surrounded by cliffs in here and the river, there's really no roads because there really is no place to access it. They just let it burn. So, which is concerning if you're hiking through this, as they were at the time. It's not too bad down here in the areas where it wasn't burned, but I mean, we are still in the desert. And even though there's a river right here, that doesn't mean that the things around it can't burn. This is kind of crazy. It freaked me out walking through this if it was actively on fire. So we're still slowly making our way up the hilo towards Doc Campbell's. It is super slow going, which is kind of frustrating, but I'm kind of okay with it. Mainly the issue is that it's not just slow, it's super uncomfortable. I mean, we're wearing water shoes, but we're mostly not in the water. So even though I'd still prefer to wear $10 water shoes through this as opposed to destroying $100+ almost brand new trail runners, they're still not particularly made for off-water conditions, and invariably they're full of gravel, sand, rocks, in addition to the socks that are in them, and all of this is just devastating on the feet. So it's uncomfortable walking. If it was just slow, I wouldn't mind so much, but it is definitely impactful. And the crossings, when we can find where we're supposed to go, can be exhausting. At any rate, hopefully we'll get to Doc Campbell's. Damn, at this rate before they close today, Jesus, this is taking way longer than I expected, but it is what it is. Oh, this is the terrain. We're walking in between river crossings, actually, so this is some of the worst stuff. And there's rocks, and then there's bushwhacking when you can't find the trail. And I'll leave some cactus, but not really appropriate footwear for this kind of trail. You feel there's no structure or support or cushioning in these water shoes. And they're still full of gravel and sand and dirt from the last crossing. But since we don't know exactly how far you're off river in between crossings without pulling out gut hook every time, you can't stop every time and empty out your shoes entirely. Plus, it's actually better to just empty them in the river where you can wash it all away. But then you just collect stuff in between. But yeah, 30+ miles in this, in water shoes. And I guess we'll see at the end if that was a good idea or not. Because right now, we're barely 6 miles into today, and my feet are already just feeling abused. Gut hook, and it appears as though we got a little detoured, but look, it's like a total trail. Who would have guessed? I guess maybe anybody who was actually paying closer attention, but whatever. If we keep going straight forward, we'll run back into the trail anyway. And it seems like maybe we cut off a little bit time. Yeah, this is where that trail comes in. So I think we should be right back around. What does this even say? Jesus, this is a mess. Brushy mountain, little, I don't even fucking know. Gila River, no. Gosh, this sign's a mess. But it's unique. Anyway, even though we haven't seen the river for a while, at least we know it's still there. We're still making forward progress. And a little bit faster. Yay! I'm still in water shoes. Totally inappropriate shoes for this terrain. I think maybe tomorrow I might just go ahead and suck it up and wear my Ultras, because this is pretty fucking miserable on my feet. And it is taking forever. Every mile feels like, well, geez, it feels like we're going about 1 mile per hour. I think we're going maybe a little faster than that, but barely. I'm used to going 3 or more miles per hour. So this is kind of torturous. But, oh look, there's the river down there. But geez, it's almost 2 o'clock. We're still around 4 miles away from Doc Campbell's. I think they close at 5. So, if we are gonna get there, oh snap, look at that view. Oh, all right, I'm in a better mood already. I'm gonna stop talking to you so I can take a picture. At any rate, and then we're gonna hurry. Well, I'm in a hurry. Check out this tree here. This is badass. This is like, I don't even care that I'm on the side of a sheer rock face. I grow where I want. Look at that. You are a badass tree. I want to be like you when I grow up. That is awesome. And then right below is this pass-through cave. What? Awesome. Man, if it was warmer and we have more time, this would be a nice place to go swimming. Find out a fish. Probably also be a good time to do that. But it is neither of those times. It is time. It is time to get to the post. So trying to walk in the water shoes has been fairly miserable, painful experiment and experience. I was wearing the Indingies under mine, thinking that it would at least keep my blisters away from each other and hopefully less rocks in with my toes, but that did not turn out to be the case. So I'm trying now, I'm experimenting with the Indingies off, but still on the water shoes, because I really do not want to wear my trail runners through this river section, because you walk through really fine silty clay sand right before and after every crossing, and that stuff will never come out of the Ultras, and it'll wash off the water shoes, and I don't care because I'm throwing them away soon anyway. So if there's any possible way to continue with the $10 shoes and just ditching them, I'm totally gonna go for it. And so far, wearing the water shoes with no socks does seem to feel a little bit better. It's still miserable, but at least the misery is getting knocked around in the shoes. There's a lot more room in there. We'll see how my feet look later. They feel pretty destroyed. Oh, let's see how it goes. Hopefully we'll be getting to this road, Highway 15 soon, and then I can actually let my feet dry out enough to put on my trail runners for that last little over a mile walk to Doc Campbell's, where, oh my God, I hope they have beer, because I need a drink. I am also out of tobacco. We'll see how that shakes out. I'm hoping to not buy anymore, but with all the stress and frustration of this section, it's beautiful and everything, but oh my God, you have to work your ass off for it. I might cave. I think he knows. Water shoe experiment fucking over. Look at this shit. Oh my god. Alright. Oh my god. It's like a mini Mount Rush. I got like a rock tumbler going on in my shoes. That is... This is just from like 2/10 of a mile and 1 river crossing. So we have opted to sit here. Look at that. That is ridiculous. Oh my god. We're gonna sit here and let our feet dry out and suck it up and put our trail runners on. Oh my god. This is just... Oh. Yeah. I don't recommend it.
Your hiking ain't pretty.
Definitely, yeah, through hiking. If it doesn't break your heart, it'll definitely fuck up your feet. So Nightcrawler found, we actually walked around a corner and right there, all bright and orange, is a shoe he thinks is his. Is that your shoe?
11 to 12. I came in here like 8 to 10.
Maybe I grew. Maybe it expanded in the water. Oh, a duck just flew by. Well, now he has somebody else's water shoe. But hey, you know, one in, one out. But then there's still the flower you lost here somewhere. Yeah, almost carbon neutral because your flower is still here somewhere. This is determined to leave a trace. Ah, okay. All right. So I guess he's running kind of even now, but you're still down a flip-flop. Never mind. Yeah, it's all right. We're good. Close to the road. Just have to stop here just to admire how spectacular this all is down here in these canyons. Just amazing. Lucky us. Whew. I'm so glad we changed our shoes. I think there was like another at least five river crossings in the last 1.3 miles before the road. And my shoes, even though they are wet, have about 900% less shit in them. And so they are tolerable. It's about 1.2 miles to Doc Campbell's. Probably got about a mile to go. Oh my god. I hope they have beer. I definitely could use a drink. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. That was grueling and exhausting. Super beautiful. But yeah, I'm happy to be done for today. There's a campground over there. Ooh, you get to camp under the rocks. Nice. Damn it. We just started this road rock. I lost Crawler already. I'm a little behind. I'm just highly motivated. And also, roadblock sucks, so I really just kind of want to get him over as quick as possible. Also, I'm not sure what time Doc's closes. It was like 10 till 4 when we hit the road. And I don't think they close at 4, but they might close at 5. I'll definitely get there before them, but I had a box there. I need to purchase some items. Oh, wow, look at that rock. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, okay, I'll stop talking to you so I can show it to you. Okay, I had to go vertical to show you the rock. Because, yeah, horizontal's not working. That's so cool. It looks like a giant chimney. There are so many different colors and layers in it. It's really kind of hard to see. But just amazing. I have to remember this Highway 15. I don't even know where this starts or ends, but very scenic. Very beautiful out here. I see it. Hooray. Finally making it to Doc Campbell's. Oh my goodness. I hope they still have my box. They sent here like a month ago. I did call them to let them know I would be a little late. And they said they hold it, but I'm later even than my late date I gave. So here's open. Go check it out. Look how cute this place is. Yes, this is welcome to the town of Gila Hot Springs. I believe it consists of this post, the RV park we just passed, and a couple of other places you can park and soak your ass in some hot springs. But oh, I love this place with the old-timey lettering and font on the wall. Oh, duck camels. This is great. Well, that was a great stop. They did have my box, thank goodness. Because I think I mailed it on like April 13th. I was supposed to be there. I don't remember when it was mailed. I was supposed to be there on the 15th or something. At any rate, it's like a month later. And they still had it. And it was huge. It was so much bigger than I remembered, with all kinds of stuff in it. I didn't think I would be smart enough to put in because it was the beginning of the hike. And a lot of times my first boxes are dumb. But anyway, yay! Awesome stop. I hardly have to pick up anything tomorrow. And it's nice that they had Wi-Fi. I was able to connect with Amina, who is curating the TEDx conference that I'm doing in August in Skyforest, California. The theme is smaller towns, bigger thinking. I'm super excited about it. I'm going to talk about through hiking and small towns, like, because so many of us are like, through hikers tend to be a more left-leaning, progressive bunch of dirty, unshaven, hippie-type people. And a lot of people in the smaller towns aren't. But, I mean, my times there have always been awesome for the most part. And so I think there's so many opportunities there. And I always learn great things and meet great people in the small towns that we pass through on these long hikes. At any rate, we're on our way to Jordan Hot Springs to go kick back, relax, try and eat down some of this giant food bag I've packed for myself, and sit my ass in a hot spring because yes. Look, there's babies. Hi, babies.
Look at that, it's testicles.
Oh my God, okay.
Like a melon.
Those are very large. So you're the boy. And you're all very cute, nonetheless. And children, you're all children. Grief. He's following us, hi. Do you want to get petted? Hi. 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 Can I pet you? Oh my goodness. Day made. Day made. Hi. You are so cute. Thank you for letting me. What's on your face? Getting busted. What is this things under his eyes? Hi, sweetie. See that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Weird. Oh, so cute. So we're camping at the Gila Hot Springs tonight. It has 3 pools to soak in. It's awesome. It's $8 to stay, to camp, and then to sit in the pools, which is pretty amazing rate. And I guess it has hot and cold drinkable water. I love this one. It comes out of a dragon. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, and that is hot. I can feel the steam on my legs just standing right next to it. Little picnic area. The river runs right behind it. And just a gorgeous, gorgeous facility. So this will be home for tonight. We have campsite 5 at the Gila Hot Springs campground. It's pretty awesome. They have it blocked off for CDT hikers, which is good because it's Friday, and so theoretically this place could have been full and no room for us. But there are 2 CDT campsites tonight. I like ours. So the river's right there. These awesome rock formations right above. And the pools start just there. So we're right in there. Ooh, we have our own stink bug. Hello. Where'd he go? There you are. Run. Kind of an awkward little critter.